Top of the first in this key Freedom Division battle at Lenape Valley, and Vernon jumps out to the 1-0 lead. Watch Natalie Alhide rip this solo homer to left, and the Vikes are on the scoreboard. Then after Frankie Pataki walks and steals second, watch Olivia Vizzini unload this blast to deep left. It clears the second fence here at Lenape Valley for the 2-run homer, and Vernon has a 3-0 lead. What a shot! We move to the bottom of the second, and it's freshman pitcher Tori Grafone of Vernon with the strikeout here for the second out of the inning for the Vikes. Top of the second, and with courtesy runner Melissa Lancelotti on, it's Olivia Amorosi delivering the RBI single as Lancelotti scores, and Vernon's up 4-0 over Lenape. The Vikings would make it 5-0 on an RBI sac fly, and then they would load the bases on an error, setting up Olivia Vizzini, who rips it to the gap and left as Allie Latham and Olivia Amorosi score, and it's 7-0 Vernon. Wow! Then with runners on second and third and one out, it's Gianna Vassilani with the RBI bunt single as Frankie Pataki scores, and it's 8-0 Vernon. The inning continues here for the Vikings with still only one out, and runners on the corners. It's Gabby Colon dropping in the single to center field as Olivia Vizzini scores, and it's 9-0 Vernon. Lenape Valley would change pitchers, and Brooke Walton would come in and get the second out of the inning with his strikeout with runners on second and third. But it's Nicole Struble coming through with the blooper to center for the 2-run single, and Vernon has a commanding 11-0 lead after 1.5 innings of play. Incredible. Okay, bottom of the second, it's Tori Grafone with another strikeout for the Vikings for the second out of the inning. Lenape Valley would get a runner on due to an error, and then it's Ashlyn Rudio clubbing the 2-run dinger for the Pats, and they're on the scoreboard but trail 11-2 after 2 innings of play. Lenape Valley gets a nice defensive play here in the top of the third. It's Nicole Catalina making the play at third base, and Vernon would strand a runner, and it remains 11-2 Vikings. Top of the fourth, Vernon has runners on first and second with no outs, and it's Tori Grafone helping her own cause as she bounces the RBI single up the middle, and Vernon has a 12-2 lead as Katie Owens scores. Then with runners on second and third, it's Nicole Struble once again coming through with the ribby single to right as Gabby Colon scores, and it's 13-2 Vernon, and there's still no outs. The Vikings continue to swing hot bats. This time it's Allie Latham with the 2-run base knock, and Vernon is tearing it up as they're up by 13, 15-2. And the huge outburst is capped here with this RBI single from Olivia Vizzini, and when the dust settles, it's 16-2 Vernon after 3.5 innings. Vernon does it on defense here. Watch Frankie Pataki snag the liner at short in the bottom of the fifth, and Vernon still has the big lead. Vernon would go up 19-2, and that is our final score as Grafone gets her 9th strikeout of the game to cap the 5-inning win as Vernon remains undefeated and takes over control of first place in the Freedom Division with a 4-0 record.
We came together as a team really hard today. We did all we could. Tori pitched great, and we backed her up as much as we could.
And we left it all out on the field today. We played together as a team, and we came together and we won the game.
I have such amazing teammates behind me on offense and on defense, and I can't thank them enough for always doing what they need to do to secure the win.
I think it was great. Tori pitched great. We didn't really have to play much defense behind her. We strung hits together. We really left it all on the field today.
The win is all on them. They've been working hard. They are a team that stays together, and they don't give up. They believe in everything they do. They're strong. They're tough. They have worked so hard in the offseason, and they deserve everything they're doing. It's on the girls. They're the ones pulling all the way through and trying to get us to the next level, and it's nice.
Now, talk about Tori. You know, she comes in with a lot of fanfare. She's just a freshman, but she doesn't pitch like a freshman, that's for sure. Just talk about she's come into varsity, and it's like any other league she's ever been in. She's just been that good.
Tori's been pitching since a little girl, so she's got a lot of time and games behind her. She knows what she's doing. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's very mature. She's going to work hard, and she has no distractions. So if she can stay that way for the next 4 years, I think we'll be okay.
Talk about your offense. You guys put up 19 runs. Just talk about everybody swinging the bat today.
Yeah, I feel like we have one of the best lineups we've had since I was a freshman. We all played together since we were younger, and we've always had like this kind of power hitting team, and we just put it together since we began the season.
We have such an amazing group of girls that it's going to be an awesome season, And like I said, they're always going to string hits together. They're always going to back me up, and that's all I could ask for.
Our offense is going to be strong. I'm hoping it stays this way. If we have a lull, at least I know someone else can pick someone up. We actually have other kids that didn't play today, and they are just as strong. I look at the 9 girls that are up, and I'm like, I wonder who I can switch at times, do this, do that with. And we have been working. I thank Mother Nature for that. I thank Mother Nature for having us hitting for 2 weeks straight because we had nowhere to practice. And all we did was work on offense, offense, offense. I knew they could do the defense once they got on the field, so the offense, we had to just keep going strong.
Now talk about it's been since 1998 since Vernon softball has won a division title. You guys are in the driver's seat for the Freedom Division at this point. Just talk about how that feels. I mean, it's been a long time, but you guys are very good.
It feels really awesome. It feels like we worked so hard to accomplish this, and a lot of people have been doubting us, but we don't let that doubt get to us.
We've been playing together since we were little, and we really do put it all out there and leave it all in the field. So we're really looking forward to the future and looking forward to see what we can do this season.
Yeah, it's really great. We're a fairly young team, and as a freshman, it's really exciting to come into a program like this and already be so dominant. I know it's early in the season, but I mean, I'm excited to see where this goes.
This is a huge deal. I was still very young in 1998. So to even have that happen for Vernon and to try and go for the banner this year is an amazing thing. I think if they keep their heads on straight, they don't go over the top, and they continue to just keep playing the way Vernon is playing. We're playing Vernon softball right now. And if we continue that, I'm hoping that banner comes back to our house.
When you first started, was about 10 years ago. You've had a lot of seasons of disappointment, and it's been a long journey for you. How gratifying is this to have such a good team and a good group of girls?
It's extremely gratifying. It's thankful. I am finally, like I said, I thank them. And it's so nice to finally have a group of athletes who just want to work hard. We've always had them, always had the athletes. We just never had enough of them all at once. And it's sweet to have this feeling. So thank you for even expressing that.
Still kind of early in the season, but you got 101 Sussex starts next week, and before you know it, it'll be the state. So what are some goals that you guys have set at this point?
Just keep playing like we have been, to never let up and never get our heads down, to always pick each other up as a team.
We want to go as far as we can in the 101 Sussex tournament and as far as we can in states.
To really never give up, and if we're down, just keep fighting, because until the last out happens, you can always get in the game.